Hi everybody, today I'm gonna make Vietnamese beef stew. So here I have 3 pounds of beef and I cut out into a cube this big, about 2 inches. Cut out to the cube, and here I have the Vietnamese fine spice powder. You can find that in any Asian supermarket, and I'm gonna use about 2 tablespoons. I just put right into the beef. 2 tablespoons. Okay. Just put it in there, and then I'm gonna add. So in here I have 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 3 pounds of beef, 2 tablespoons of 4 spice Vietnamese powder, and I'm going to put about 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And here I have 2 pounds of carrot, and I cut it in half like this, about 2 inches long, and cut into half. And white onion, I have about 1 pound. 1 can of tomato paste. And so first we're gonna mix this all well together. Okay, give me 1 second. Separate here. Okay. Turn the heat into medium high. Stir this all well together, and stir until the beef will turn into brownish. And I'm going to add 1 can of coconut and 3 cups of water. Coconut juice. Let me show you. Okay, so I'm using this can of fresh coconut juice, like this, fancy, and it is 10 ounces. Okay, very fancy. And in this side, I have a straw for you to drink too. If you want to drink it, there's a straw right there. So fancy. Okay, now I'm gonna stir the beef until I see the beef turn into brownish. Remember, turn the heat on medium high. £3 pounds. It's about like 5 or 6 people eating. Okay, so let's just wait a little bit. And the beef still gonna take a long time to cook, about 2 hours. So after I show you what to do in the first step, and then we'll come back to at the in the middle, and then I'll show you what to do next and when to put the carrot and the onion in and things like that. Okay, so now I'll show you when you see the beef it turn into brown. Let me show you. Okay, let me show you right here. When you see the beef is turned this brownish, you're going to add 3 cups of water. Okay, you go get 3 cups of water. 2 cups of water. And 1 more cup. Okay, so I'm gonna put another cup of water in there. Start cooking. Still keep the heat on the medium high heat. So after you put the water in there, I'm gonna put the coconut juice in there. The reason why you put the coconut juice in there, to make the beef is more tender. And you have to have coconut juice. If not, it's not gonna be good. Okay, let me just open. So when you open this coconut can juice right here, you just pull the string and it's open, and then it go right to this hole right here, and you can just put the water, the juice in here. Put the whole can in there. For everything you're cooking, you want the meat to get more tender and quicker. You can just put the coconut juice in it. Now you turn the heat down into the medium, and then you cook about long time, 2 hours. Okay, so we'll be back. So after you cook about half an hour, you're gonna put the tomato paste in. So I'm gonna put 1 tablespoon, 2. You use a tablespoon. 3. 4. 5. Okay, you 5 tablespoons of tomato paste. Okay, I'll tell you how much that is. So it's about, so basically you use 16 ounces of tomato paste, and now you're gonna stir it. And if you cook longer, it's gonna turn into really red and looking so good. So after you mix the tomato paste well together like that, you're gonna continue to cook. I would say you're gonna cook another 1 hour or so, and we'll come back and check on it. Okay, so this is the beef stew after we cook about 1 hour, and the beef started tender a little bit right here. This is a long process, but it's worth it. And remember, we add, the color is so beautiful, we add 16 ounces of tomato paste. Okay, so now I'm going to put the 1 tablespoon of 1 teaspoon of salt. I'll put 1 tablespoon of salt in here. Okay, so put it in there. And 1 teaspoon of mushroom seasoning. I always use them. They're no MSG, so safe. I'm gonna stir a little bit. Let me show you the beef start to tender a little bit. And the color is nice. Just like you have to cook a day before you serve. You know, if you want to eat it, you have to start it yesterday, and so today you can eat. It's a long process. And so I'm gonna let it cook about 5 more minutes, and then we're gonna add the carrot and the white onion in there. Let it cook a little bit more. I don't like to use the pressure cooker because it's too mushy. Okay, yesterday I have about 2 pounds of carrot. We're gonna put it in there soon too. Let's just wait. So over here I have 2 pounds of carrot, and I cut it in half just like this. And if you have the small carrot, the baby carrot, you can put it the whole carrot in. With my carrots is like a little bit big, so I cut it this about 2 inches long, and then you can cut in half. And at the end, you can just leave it the whole thing at the end, just like this. Okay, and then the white onion, I have it right there. So in about a few minutes, we're gonna add the carrots in. When you put the carrots in here, you cook about 15 to 20 minutes, and then you add the onion. The onion is quicker, you cook quicker. So you just have to wait for a little bit. You can eat this beef stew plain like this, or you can just dip it in with the bread. Any kind of bread, your choice. So you turn the heat into a medium low at this point. Good. You don't want it too high, because it's gonna burn the bottom because the tomato paste, it's a little thick. So when you make a beef stew, you use the tomato paste. It's better than you use the cornstarch. So I'm gonna let it sit here for a few minutes. Look good. Look at the beef. Now I'm going to put the carrots in. Just put the carrot next to me. And this time we're gonna add the carrot. Easy because ooh, you don't want to get burned. Just like I just did. Okay. So my mom, she doesn't eat beef, but she make a good beef stew. And when she make, we stand by and we learn how to make it. And now she's gone, we have to make our own. So if you still have a mother, your mom around you, please every day give her a big hug if you can. And kiss her. Tell her you love her very much, because one day it just happened like me. I don't have any chance to say anything or do anything. You know, if your mom lives so far away from you, you can just make a phone call and say something nice to her. You know, it's me as a mother, I'm a mom too, so sometimes it just something kids say nice thing to me, that already make my day, and I'm happy. I don't need anything else. Or they happy and they enjoy their day, they're happy, they play together, that make my day too. They don't need to give me anything or, you know, go out on their way and search for things that I like. They don't need to do anything like that. Same thing to my mom. She never say that she want this and she want that. All she want is everybody happy together as a big family. And so I'm gonna follow her footsteps. I'm gonna build my family the way she's built her family. So after you put the carrots in here, you're gonna let it cook about 15 minutes. In that 15 minutes, you still have to keep the heat on the medium low. Don't turn it up. Color is so beautiful. That's the tomato paste. Make that nice color. And if you want a little spicy, you can just add the hot chili pepper flake. You can add it in there too if you like. But if you're making for a family, you don't put it in, and when you serve for yourself, you can sprinkle it on top of your dish or your bowl. Okay, so just let it cook about 15 minutes. This is a long process. I've been cooking since last night, and I cook, turn it off and on, turn it off and on the camera, so people don't have to wait for 2 hours for this. Let's see. Okay, so in the 15 minutes, I'm gonna go outside and show you the flour that I have outside, rather than doing that than standing by the kitchen. Alright, well, let me take you outside. So while we waiting for the beef stew, not to bore you, I'm gonna show you around my front garden. All the succulent again, everywhere. So when I first got it, I got about 3 or 5 of them from the Buddhist temple. and plant it, and they make more and more, and then I spread it out. And now look at that. Look at how beautiful this flower is. This is the same thing. When my husband move it around, when I only have this much little one right here from my sister's garden, and we brought it over here and put it just one place, and then when they make bigger, we move it around, and now they almost take the whole garden. Succulent, my succulent everywhere. Look at this, that flower. Just blame that. This is in my front yard, and this flower in a few more days is gonna open, and it looks so nice. And I'll show you. I will show you later too. So this is in the front of my house. This is the front yard. I'll show you the flower. This is it. So nice. You see the succulent? And this is a different color. When when the flowers stop blooming, I'm gonna move it around to mix this color with the other color. We did that last year too, but now it's like too late because the flowers blooming right now. You cannot move it. See, just this last year we did that. So we're gonna make the whole line right here cover with them. My front yard, that's the tulip right there, and the Buddha. So beautiful. There's my driveway, and another Buddha right there. I used to have a big Buddha right in the middle where the flower pot right there. I placed it up there with the white beautiful Buddha right after my mom passed away, and someone stole it. Very sad. Right? You see that whole thing right here? It's all succulent. Can you believe that? Look at that. Oh, the succulent. And back there, the tulip. Tulip. I'll show you my mint garden. Because we eat a lot of spring roll and egg roll. So I have a lot of mint. Look at this. Okay, let me look. So much. It's good for spring roll, good for tea, and they even have it. They take your whole garden too. Look at that in there. So much mint. So much. Look at them. And there's another kind of flower right here. Right on the side of the house. Bông quá chừng luôn các bạn ơi, bông nở quá chừng luôn. Cái mùa này là bông. Rồi rau. Oh, I have a lot of rau. Nên đây là rau gắp cá này các bạn. Thấy chưa? Nhiều lắm luôn á. Rồi ở phía sau này là cái garden của mình, ở phía sau này là cái backyard house. A big giant area with all this. Ở phía sau đây là một cái khoảng lớn lắm luôn á, là toàn là rau gắp cá luôn các bạn. Out up and grow, so I put in the pot and put in the salad, we put in the tea, we make in spring roll, we eat with egg roll. This is the side of my house. The driveway. Let me show you the flower. This flower. It's dark blue. This usually coming around this time in May. The back of my house. We have a deck. We usually put the swimming pool up there for the kids to swim. And there's the door. Go from the back. There's some daffodil. This is on the side of my house. Hồi nãy ở bên phía bên kia là thấy rau bắt cá ở phía sau cái hàng rào đó các bạn. Cái này là phía sau nữa này. Bên này nè, bên này nó mới mọc lên nè. Nó mọc luôn không? Quá trời luôn không? Đó, khi mà nó mọc lên không nguyên cái dãy này nè. Đầy hết luôn nè. Ăn không có hết luôn. Đem đi cho người ta đó. Cái này ở ngoài chợ nó bán cũng mắc lắm. Nó bán chừng 1/4 pound đó là 5-6 đồng á. Okay, then let's go inside and check on the beef stew. Okay, so we're back here to check on the beef stew. Check on the carrot. Okay, so it's been about 15 minutes while we checking out the flower in the garden. I'm gonna put the onion in there, the white onion right here. So I have about 1 pound. So we're gonna put them all in. When you put the carrot and the onion in, you have to taste again because the onion and the carrot make the soup is more sweet. So in that case, you can just add whatever you need to add. You can add a little bit salt, and if it's not your taste, and you can add whatever you want to add in here. You need a little sugar, you put a little more sugar in there, a little salt, whatever you need, you can just add it in there. So let me check this. Just stay here for me for now while I'm doing something else. So don't forget to put in 1 teaspoon of the fish sauce. You don't like fish sauce, you don't have to put it in. But at the end, the very end, when you taste it, the soup, the beef stew, when you taste, you can add the fish sauce in there and then taste at the end. So for me, I feel a little bit sour. So I'm gonna add about 2 teaspoons full of sugar. The tomato paste very sour. So after you add this in here, you just let it cook same 15 minutes. Remember the fish sauce, you don't need to put it in if you don't like it. You don't have to, but I usually do. Okay, so I'm adding 1 teaspoon of the fish sauce in there. Fish sauce, you can buy any brand. You can get the 3 crabs, or I'm using this one right here. This sauce. And this is the brand that I use. sushi the way he wants. He just not really a sushi, but he call it the sushi himself because he like it so much. So, sorry. Let me see the camera a little bit crazy. Okay, so to make this, I have a bowl of rice, the white rice. So I have the bowl of white rice. It's just cooked. So I'm gonna leave right there. And I have a sheet of the seaweed. And I show you what it look like. This is what it look like. You can buy it from Asian, Japanese, Korean supermarket. And make sure you get it. Say I show you the expiration. Make sure you check it too. It will tell you right here the expiration day. You have to make sure. Okay, and in the back here, make sure you check where it come from. So I usually get it from product of Korea or Japan. Okay, those two brands that I only use. Just like this. So you go to any Korean, Japanese supermarket, you can find them. This wrap, they wrap the sushi. So anyway, so he didn't eat any meat, only chicken he eat. So we're gonna spread out the rice all over the sheet, the seaweed sheet. So you spread it out. This is the way he eat, and I'm just showing you that if you have kids that don't eat meat and like this sushi, you can make something like this for them at home too. He loves to eat this. And sometimes I make it for him for school too. He loves it. Okay, so you spread it all over the seaweed sheet. So why are we waiting for the beef stew? We can just make this. I tell you, I make 500 things in one. Any little time I have, I make something else because, oh my goodness, I was so busy with these drinks. So, okay. Now I'm gonna sprinkle the fish sprinkle on top of it. This is a little bit sweet and salty kind of all together in one here. And get this brand right here, if you can see it right there. And also is made in Japan. It's very important. Japan or Korean. Okay, so now I'm gonna open this. I'm gonna sprinkle on top of the rice. Don't put too much, just a little. Good enough to taste. Anyway, in here I have little tiny seaweed, sesame seed, Japanese spices, and little tiny anchovy. He loves fish too. The fish, the little tiny anchovy. He loves it. Okay, so it's like this. I'll show you close so you can see. Like this. So you sprinkle all over like this. And now you're gonna roll it. I'm gonna roll for you so you can see. Okay, I'm gonna give you 1 second. A little bit. Okay, so now I'm gonna roll it all the way. So the first one, you can just press it down here. Make sure it stays out like this, and then you press it down to the rice, and it stick right down. and start rolling. When you roll the roll, you press your hand down at the same time. You want it nice and tight. You don't want it too loose. Because when it's loose, when you cut it, it doesn't look good. Okay, and then the rice on the side that's coming out, put it back in. Just press it in with your finger. Okay, and now when you cut this, you have to use the bread knife. You use the bread knife, and then you dip into the cup of water, just like I have. Okay, like this. Remember, bread knife, and then you cut, so it won't stick into the knife. Okay, Brandon. Your sushi is done. Wanna go get it? Okay, see? This is it. After you cut it, it's like this. Alright, so now I'm gonna go over the kitchen and check on the beef stew, everybody. So I'm gonna go check on the beef stew. I think it's ready. It's so ready. The beef is tender and the carrots, look at this. So yummy. And if you want to put in anything you want to put in here, you put it in here. Last time I make this, I put the chickpeas in there too. And it's really good. Okay, now I'm gonna go get a bowl. I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna show you. Brandon, go get your seaweed. I mean, seaweed. Sushi. Go get your sushi, go. It's done. There you go. You have your own soup, your own beef stew that you can make. Like really turn off the heat at this time, and then you sprinkle on top with scallion. And there you go. You are done making the beef stew in 2 days. Not really, a night before, and then to about 2 hours. Estimate 2 hours together to come out. It's worth it. And if you want, you can sprinkle a little bit with the black pepper. Yeah. There you go. Beautiful soup, beef stew. And thank you for watching, and I hope you have a happy Mother's Day. Bye everybody.